Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to draw this reference photo in particular, and I will show you like a step-by-step process you can follow in order to draw, a face in a three-quarter pose or in a front view, just like this. So without any further ado, let's get started. Now for the tools that I'm going to be using, I think I'm going to go with a 4B pencil. Now you can use any type of pencil you want as long as you can draw with it. That is completely fine. Now I'm going to use a more intuitive approach to the Loomis method. Okay, this is going to be like a combination of the freehand method and the Loomis method at the same time. Now what is an intuitive approach? Intuitive approach is just a more direct approach, right? You follow your intuition. For example, sometimes you might start with the eyes or the nose, and then you jump right into the details. So it's not mechanical like the Loomis method. Okay, it's more direct. Okay, it has its own benefits and its own advantages, but either ways the aim is to draw, the aim is to be able to draw in your own style while capturing the likeness, right, while being true to the reference, right? So that's what we're going to be doing. Let's start. Now I usually start off with the circle whenever I draw faces. This is just something that I like doing. Hold on, let me erase this. And my kneaded eraser is actually dirty. Yeah, I've been using this for a couple years. Okay, so let's start off with the circle. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. All right, so this is our circle here. Now I'm gonna first of all chop off the side just a little bit, because this is a kind of like a three-quarter pose, because we are seeing the side of her face. So now let's just find the jaw area. Okay, I feel like this is where the jaw is gonna be, and then I would draw the chin. From here I'm just gonna draw a curve or a straight line, okay, for the face. Now you can already see where the face is looking. Okay, now let's add the neck. I think it's gonna be here, the bottom of the other side of the neck. Ear, I think it's gonna be somewhere around here. The brow line, which I think is gonna be here. The nose here, and the hairline is starting here. So let me bring the nose slightly lower, like here. Now let's draw the center line. All right, now maybe we should just focus on the contour lines for now. I'm drawing the contour lines just to match the shape, the silhouette of this face. Okay, the hair maybe here. Okay, and now we're gonna draw the contour lines for the hair. It's good to locate these lines before you even start adding the details. Okay, this might not be considered as a intuitive approach, but still it's a little bit direct, right? You are not taking too many measurements. Now the brow line and the ear sit on the same angle, so I should bring the ear a little bit lower. The other side of the hair. You see how I combine straight lines and curves? It really helps find the balance in the structure. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna lower the opacity, like I'm gonna erase a little bit, just like this. And now we can start adding the features. Now I'm gonna start with the nose, then based on what I already established, I will draw the eyes and the mouth and so forth. Okay, so a circle for the nose, the wing of the nose. I think this is how wide the nose should be. I also take into consideration the distance between this jaw area and the wing of the nose. Let's add the nostril. When you draw the nose, separate the top plane from the bottom with this line here. Now from here we're just gonna add the philtrum. I think the top lip is gonna be here. So the corner of the mouth, I feel like it's gonna be here. You can see the underside of the mouth, the corner of the top lip or the mouth. Okay, focus on the angle as well. See how this line is a little bit tilted like this. The bottom lip is going to be here. Okay, I usually draw this line. There's no need to add more details. Okay, the less the better. That's my own approach. Okay, now the chin, white. Okay, there are many things about this subject that are white, like the jaw, the chin, the neck as well. Maybe it's because of the angle from which we are drawing this reference pose. All right, now let's come up here, right? We're gonna draw the eyes. Now I usually draw a straight line. I make sure the eyes align with the angle, with the perspective of the face. Now the corner of this eye is gonna be here. I'm not gonna be taking a lot of measurements, so I'm gonna just draw right away. Okay, so let's draw the shape of this eye. Just like this, it's enough. Okay, make sure you leave up some space, okay, between the corner of the eye and the cheekbone area. Yeah, always leave that space unless it's a extreme 3/4 pose. Now the upper eyelid here, the eyebrows, I'm gonna put them a little bit higher here. You can see there is a large space between the two eyebrows. The other eye, I think, now one of the ways you can draw the eyes, okay, or you can find the proportions of the eyes, is to draw a straight line from the wing of the nose. You can use your pencil to locate the angle, and based off that you can locate the angle of the eye. So let's draw the eye, the upper eyelid. I usually don't add the lower eyelid until I finish with the iris, because if you add heavy lines for the lower eyelid, the eyes become too heavy and the subject looks older than they are. So there are some lines you don't necessarily have to add them, because if you do, you might make your drawing look a little bit ugly or old. Okay, now let's come here at the bottom. We add this line or this shape. Okay, and this is usually like the shadow underneath the chin or the jaw. Now we're gonna start with the nose. We're gonna shade the nose a little bit. Normally I should take a few minutes, step aside and come back with refreshed eyes to see whether I made some mistakes or not, but I don't have that time, so I'm just gonna take the risk and just start shading right away. Okay, so the nose, I think this is enough for now. Let's come down here. We're gonna shade the mouth a little bit. Okay, now the corner of the mouth is going to be darker, right, because this is a place where light does not penetrate, and that's what we usually call an occlusion shadow. Okay, enough. I'm going to shade the bottom. Now if there is a highlight, leave some space. Okay, leave some white space to show the highlight, like here. I can just draw this shape and I will shade around it just like this. Just make sure the bottom lip, you do not add a lot of lines. Okay, the bottom lip, do not add a lot of dark lines. Now I'm not trying to make this drawing look very realistic. Okay, this is not a 3 hours or 2 hour or 1 hour video. This is just a quick demo, so I'm not gonna spend a lot of time with the shading. Let's add the eyes. Okay, this one eye here. Now the eyelashes, of course, dark. Okay, the iris, we can make it one value. And the corner of the eye socket here, the eyebrows, the eyelashes, let's make them thicker. This, maybe we should enlarge this area here. Now the bottom eyelid, just a little bit of shading. Let's come here, we're gonna add the iris first. Okay, I don't know whether it's correct or not. Maybe we should bring it to the left. So let me move the iris to the left here. Yeah, I think this is better. Now you can see the eyelashes like this. You can shade the iris if you want. Okay, the eyebrow, the corner of the eye socket. As you can see, I also use my finger to blend. You don't necessarily have to use a blending stump. You can just use your finger to soften the areas. And we will add some hair. Now these are lock hair, so you can draw them like this. I'm gonna go really quick. You can see this area here dark. Now you can use your finger to blend around. Okay, now we are coming back here. We'll draw maybe the ear. Okay, we're gonna shade this side a little bit because this area is turning away from the light source, so it's gonna be a little bit dark, this whole area. We'll add some dark values, especially on the features, eyebrows, eyelashes, iris, underside of the mouth and nose, and underside of the neck. Okay, eyebrows, eyes, okay, enough. We're gonna draw this piercing. Add a little bit of shade in here, just a little bit, and that is enough. Now we're gonna add the details on the mouth. One common mistake that you guys make is drawing the outlines of the mouth, because the edges of the lips are usually soft edges. You can draw some loose lines on the top lip, but when it comes to the bottom lip, do not really do that. But even if you do that, make sure you shade around it. The only line that I think that's supposed to be more visible is this line here. All right, I think the drawing is done, okay, for this video. Now, of course, and spend more minutes to refine the drawing, which I think I should do. So I will spend some more time to refine this drawing off camera, and I will show you the result in the community post. So yeah, I think the drawing is done for this video. Okay, all right guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have made it so far, thank you so much, I appreciate. Now, if you want to support me, there is the link in the description to my Patreon. It's $5 a month if you want to support me, and you will access all my exclusive videos, 1-hour video demos. I show you how to shade, how to draw specific portraits. There are a lot of videos on my Patreon, so check the link in the description if you want to join. And it's also my Discord, which is free, by the way. You can join our weekly challenge that we have, and I will soon post a reference photo for the next challenge, and there are actually more and more people that are joining, which is really cool. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.